Hello everyone, this is Live Forgive. In the last video, we spoke about the Genesis Queen and how powerful it is as a Hive Queen. And someone in Discord asked, like, what is a Hive Queen? So we've already covered this topic in many videos in the Queen series, but I thought it's all jumbled with so many other information. So I thought it's better to make a small condensed video about what is a Hive Queen. So to see your queen, you can just click on the queen. It will directly take you to the queen tab, or you can go to My Bees, and then there's a tab for the queen. So you can go like that. So if you see, I have many queens here. They all, I will explain everything. And every hive starts with a Gen Z queen at level 10, and all queens will be hatched at level 10. And if you breed uh, a level 20, um, if you breed with a level 20 queen by adding a royal jelly to it, you will also get a level 20 queen. I mean, it can upgrade till level 20, but then it starts with level 10, irrespective of a hatch or a breed. So that's something. And Gen Z queen will be your first free queen when you start the hive, and she provides, I think she provides 20%. We will go with the percentage in a while, but we will go to the chart and I will show you. So, so the hive queen means it should be completely 18 out of 18 breeds. It's an example for Gen 1 queen. I believe if you want a hive queen, it should be a Gen 1 queen or a Genesis queen. Those are the best options. I'm not going to talk about the other generations. So a hive queen is completely bred out, okay, and it is level 20. And we will go to the chart to explain why it is important. And the reason why a bred out queen is very important is like every time you breed a queen, it will change its mode. So that's something you should understand. So in order to avoid that, or making a mistake, or keep changing queens all the time, so all that is like going to be very costly and very chaotic. The reason being, your hive queen is the cornerstone of your hive. What do I mean by that? My hive is mood frustrated. So every bee I have is mood frustrated. So my queen will always should always be frustrated. So uh, I used something like this. Okay, something like this. Yeah. All right. This, say for example, this is my hive. This is a very good example for a hive queen. 18 breeds and level 20. You don't need to upgrade your queen because every time you upgrade, she's going to change mode, and every time you breed, she's going to change mode. We want to avoid this for this hive queen role. You can have multiple queens doing multiple things, uh, meaning like she can. If you have a Genesis queen, you need to have a mood stabilizer in order to breed so that it doesn't change the mood and it doesn't collapse the whole uh, boost she provides to your hive. So either that's an option, or simply choose a queen which is level 20, a generation 1, at least as a backup, even if you have a Genesis queen. All right, just in case you forget the mood stabilizer, you need some backup. So the difference, I'm going to show you the differences, but so now you know what a hive queen is. Hive queen is completely bred out, 18 out of 18 for a Gen 1. If you're going for a Gen 2, it'll be 12 out of 12. Uh, that's the worst case. You want to take a Gen 2 queen. I would never suggest a Gen 3 queen as a hive queen. It's it's better to have a Gen Z queen, which is free, instead of having a Gen 3 queen as your hive queen. I will explain why. So, if you want to buy a hive queen, you just go to the marketplace, you go to the queen, and then you go to the filter. and then you choose first gen, and then you move, and then you go to level 20, and then you choose remaining breed 0, right? There it is. That is your Hive Queen. And from here, if you see, it's like 700. It's like, how much is it? Should be around 20 bucks, 30 bucks maybe. Okay, that's the current price, but maybe later things will change, up or down depending on the market. Let's say. So this is a 250 average Hive Queen. So what we are looking for is a 270, 280, something around 265 to 275 is good. Don't buy one of these things if you can avoid, um, but it still does the job. But don't buy in the sense like you have better options for cheaper. So if this is like 500, I would go for this instead of this, and then slowly I will build into it. So when you click, this should be 18 out of 18, and this is a wonderful queen as well. 260 average, 270 almost everything, and then it should be level 20. So if you have like five optimistic mood Bs or two optimistic mood Bs, whatever B you have, say if you have five Bs and you have three happy Bs, let's say three happy Bs, you just say choose happy because you're getting benefit for three Bs. So then I will choose that, and this will be your first queen uh, of choice. So this is how you buy um, a queen. But if you check from in-game, it might show much more costly depending on your VIP level. And if you click this button, it will show the original price without tax. You can just copy this number, put it in Magic Eden or Tensor, and then I think you can buy it in Magic Eden. I'm not sure if you can buy it in Tensor. Um, you pay 800 plus fees, which will be very less, like 1% or something like that. Like I'm not sure about the fees, the maker's fees. So you can buy and then stake it, and you have a Hive Queen. All right. So enough about that. So what we've spoken is like how how to buy a Hive Queen, and we've also spoken about what is a Hive Queen and why it is so important. Um, let's go to the document. Queen detail chart. Okay. So if you see, a queen has three roles. The queen has three benefits. One, she can breed, and which is not the topic today. But you should, in order to get a Hive Queen, it should be all bred out. So all these 18 times should be already bred out, and that'll be the starter. And then it should be level 20. Level 20 and bred out, you have a Hive Queen. All right. The reason being, this is very important. It doesn't matter uh, what the stats is. The cooldown reduction only depends on the generation of the queen. If you have a Gen 1 queen, you automatically get 15% of her stats applied to your bees. And then the mood match. So all my frustrated bees will get 40%. If it's if it is a level 20, it will get 40% mission boost, meaning it will get agility, it will get luck boost. So if you see, there are three columns here. We will only concentrate on the cooldown reduction and mood match mission boost. Okay, the breeding part has already been covered a few minutes ago, where I've explained why your Hive Queen should not have any more breeding left, except if it is a Genesis Queen or a Gen Z Queen. You might want to use a mood stabilizer for every breeding. All right. So the cooldown reduction is very interesting. It is a flat number. The only thing which matters is what generation of queen you're using. So a Gen Z and a Gen 3 has nothing to offer in this, and the difference between a Gen 2 and a Gen 1 is almost double, and then the difference between a Gen 1 and a Genesis Queen, you have like, let's say, one third more, something like that. Um, so that is very important. So it doesn't matter what level the queen is, it doesn't matter what are the stats, but this is where the value of your queen comes from. Because every time, if you see the formula below, so if it is like, um, if your B has a certain recovery stats, uh, it will just give you a flat 25% of whatever the number, for depending on what queen it is. If it is a Genesis, it's 25%. Uh, as you can see, instead of waiting for 2 hours, your B will be ready in 1.5 hours. We're going to pull the calculator for this to give you a number. So we'll read this again. A B with 191 recovery stats is equal to 120 of recovery time. A Genesis queen reduces that by 30 minutes, 25% of 120 to a recovery time of 90 minutes. Let's say, let's say, so after every mission, you have to wait 120 minutes for this B to come back again and do the mission. So let's say, let's put into 3 is 360. So 120 into 3 is 360, but for the same time, your B can recover one more time. You see, you get that. So 90 into 4 is 360 as well. So basically, you're getting one more mission out for every 3 missions you could have done. You can do 4 missions if you have a Genesis Queen. For a Gen 1 Queen, probably like once you get one extra, probably for every 5 or 4.5, something like that. But Gen 3 and Gen Z, there is no benefit for that. Your bees will take longer to recover and all those things. So, and the mood match is the next important thing. The important thing is cooldown reduction, for sure. But because this is going to affect even the Gen Z bees, whatever bees you have, it doesn't matter which zone, what stats they have, um, it's going to affect the whole hive. You will notice you will be sending more bees out and they come back quicker. Like it's an instant change in the hive. And it's based on the bees stats. So even if your queen is like one of the worst stats possible, it will still give the flat percentage. And the mission boost is, it will depend on the queen stats, but the level is more important than the stats. Uh, to give you an example, a 280 average stats queen, which is a Gen 1, all right, you get 20% out of it. What's 280 20%? Um, so it's 56. So if you have a B with 200 average stats, it will go into the mission with 56 extra boost for matching her her mood with the bees. It's a very important thing. Uh, Only if you match the mood, you will get this bonus. All right. So if you put a different mood bee to your hive queen, it gets literally no bonus. It'll be what it'll be working with the same stats you see in that pop-up, right? Sorry. So the same queen after level 20 will give double, right? So it will give 40. So it will give 112. That B, which was 200, will give you 300, will become 312. I will give you an example here. Uh, Sorry. Mm, go here. Go here. I need to change the queen. Queen here. So this is a level 20 queen. This is also a level 20 queen. Okay, here it is. So this is a level 20, 10. So this is a level 10 queen. So her stats are like 200. And I have a similar queen with 200, but then level 20. So I'm going to activate one of these, and then I'm going to show you the difference, right? So I'm going to activate. I'm going to go back. I'm going to choose a land and a bee which doesn't match the land, so that I can show you a bigger difference. Let's say Jackie. So the boost he gets from the queen is 51, right? What do we have? Let's say it matches. It's pretty close because of our stats. So so we get around this number. So if I go back and put a very similar stats, where's my queen? Level 20. You see, it's very similar, right? 200. I'm going to activate. I'm going to go back. I'm going to choose the same bee. Boom! It's literally double. We saw 40, 50. So you get for harvesting, you get agility and capacity boost, and for hunting mission, you get the luck boost. And if you go to PvP, it will give all the stats. What I mean, all the stats. These are the stats. Whatever the number you see here, it will give health, attack, defense, agility, luck, all these bonuses, right? So it's a very simple concept but very powerful. If you want to crunch more numbers, I would encourage you to go to that support and then type in queen. You can read about the mood match bonus. I will quickly highlight the percentages. So in order to find the mood match, you should go mood match. Okay. So the queen will give you this the percentage in this chart, depending on her level and the generation of her. So uh, you can go to this chart and find the numbers if you are interested. But the concept is you need to have a stable mood for your Hive Queen. In order to achieve that, the most simple and effective way is to get a queen which is level 20 and she does not breed unless until she has mood stabilizer. It's this item. um, you can read this description and it will always come up here when you go to breed. It will always ask you with a pop-up. It will say, do you want to continue breeding without mood stabilizer? So you see here, this is where you insert the mood stabilizer. So so the we were summarizing. So your queen has to be stable in mood. In order to achieve that, it should be level 20. It shouldn't breed without a mood stabilizer, or it cannot breed at all. So you don't have to worry about it. So you can go to the market and buy it, uh, or you can hatch your queen with the queen egg shards. But having having a bred out queen is much better in stats wise than a hatch queen. So I would highly suggest that you buy a queen which is already bred out and it is already level 20. It's going to be very economical and it is going to be very useful for you to move forward with your journey in expanding your hive. Sorry for the noise, it's a little busy at this time. So instead of getting your own queen egg, people find that, oh, I found a queen egg which was cheap. But then if you hatch one of these queens without any other resources, you're going to struggle in a way that you need 10 of these items, 10 upgrades in order to make your Hive Queen work, uh, have better stats in the first place to uh, provide the boost, and the level also dictates. um, I think, okay, the level does not. So the level, you need 10 of these. So you will need 10 of these items to make a level 20. And if you hatch it, there is a high chance that it starts with a very low stats, meaning your queen, the average of your queen when it's level 20 will be around 150, maybe 160. But if you buy a bred out queen, which was also a result of a breeding, the chances are your queen has a better chance to get to the 170, 180, around that area stats, right? So these are the things you need to remember when you're choosing a Hive Queen. I would say stay away from Gen 3 and Gen 2 queens for or as a Hive Queen, right? Don't buy a cheap Gen 3 egg and then think that you have an NFT queen which will change your hive. It has very less to offer as a Hive Queen. It has its roles, but then, like, for me personally, I think it should either be a bred out Gen 1 queen or a Genesis queen, even better. So that's about it for me today. Hope hope I covered everything. And the giveaway is still going on. I think it's for 24th. I'm not sure if it is Monday or Tuesday. Uh, if you haven't participated yet, you can go. You should go to Queen Upgrades Part 2 video and comment your game name in it. So I will choose the winner on 20. All right then. Subscribe. Bye bye.